This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Welcome to another episode of the Royal We. This is your host, Sam Marks. With me, as always, is
Nate.
Joining me today. This is an exciting bit of podcast history. This is a meeting of nations, really. For a first time ever, we've got the beautiful, the handsome from the We Fact Up podcast.
Oh, you're looking at me. I wasn't sure.
I know. Who was I going to throw it to?
Who's going to throw it to?
There's a lot of handsome boys in this room.
You got to say handsome to all of us now. Anyway, continue with the intro. I wasn't sure if I should interrupt or wait, and I interrupted. So bad call, Dave. I just gave it away. My name.
People are waiting at home, just like, who could it be? Who could it be? Dave from We Fact Up.
Hey, thanks for having me, Royal Weers. Fellow Weers. We both have We in our name. That's the connection. And I don't mean urine.
I think the idea is we're all the Royal We.
Collectively correct.
I think the definition of the Royal We would be that we all, in fact, are.
I think we have to be royalty, don't we? Like you have to be a priest or a queen.
A priest's royalty now?
I'm a reverend.
Good point.
He is.
Well, someone of high
He married me in the
importance.
street. Not me and him.
No, we didn't. I'm not a priest, but I'm a reverend.
You're a reverend.
Yeah. I'm a
That's
reverend.
very
I'm just a
different. That's a very different thing.
But we're down here. We're down here in Australia.
Yeah,
Nate and I flew down from far away in Taiwan, got crammed on an airplane next to a woman who hated us. We haven't seen a single man chunder yet, but we are down here. We are joined with Dave from We Fact Up. We also have, for the first time ever, an audio producer on our podcast. It's a newfound quality.
We just stop and say very handsome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Just
remembering.
'cause
I too
don't
am a
want-
handsome boy.
I don't want to feel uncomfortable here as the only handsome boy in the room.
We were all thinking it.
The more handsome boys, the less awkward it becomes.
You got a compounding handsome boys. Do I introduce myself or
Yeah,
do you do that?
man, it's getting weird with the introductions. We don't know what we're supposed to do or what
We're
we'll
bringing
do or
back.
do not.
Well, I know there's just a lot of banter that's going on between, and this is the
Let's take our shirts off.
No, I'm on board. I'm with you, Nate.
That's what. Hey, you get enough handsome men in together.
Yeah.
Those words. So we have. Well, I don't know how to introduce you really, because you're not low aims anymore.
No, well, I was low aims.
You were.
And that might be how your listeners remember me.
I listeners don't
It's
remember
unlikely. I don't think I ever actually.
Can I ask a question? As in, you have low aims?
That
That's
was
just
that
your
was
ethos?
the name of the show,
Right.
Because I had low aims.
Okay.
Because so I was low aims.
Uh-huh.
I'm now the weekly hour.
Now I have higher aims.
Now my aims have risen.
I'm now career path.
Yeah. I went to a guidance counselor, and he was like, "Look, man, you
Let's
really
take our shirts
you've
off."
And that's how I got molested.
God.
Whoa.
We're off to the races.
Right, well, we're here at Luke's house.
yeah. Oh, hi, I'm Luke.
Yeah,
by
Luke.
the way.
By the way, handsome boy Luke here.
Yeah.
We're at his house.
Number two.
Number two, handsome boy number two. There's a lot of handsome boys behind the microphones. Just you guys wait for introductions to go around. But we've got handsome boy Luke here, previous host of the Low Aims.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
maybe remember him from such crossover episodes as "Fuck You Australia," "We're gonna take you down in this podcast war."
And then the subsequent crossover episodes of We're Friends Now, surprise.
Yeah.
Are these legit things that happen, like episodes, or are you just being
No.
this is banter? I can't tell if it's real or banter.
To catch you up and to catch, I guess, our listeners up too, we had a podcast war. We basically said, fuck, we got signed to a podcast network.
Assigned. Like
You got
the
assigned.
government.
Yeah, it's not
were
the
like,
military.
This is your podcast
We got a
network.
stamp, we got a ticket.
Conscription.
Yeah.
We're both
Every
in the same.
American gets a subsidy for their own personal war.
Oh, wow.
Government.
And you chose podcasts.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
They only give us
Probably
like,
the safest.
yeah, it's like $18.
It's all we can
Everyone
afford.
needs to make their own work.
Make your war. Pick something and let's go fight it.
Michelle loves it. The kids love it.
Jill loves it. Kids love it. Go throw it in the river.
So yeah, we were on this network together, and it was kind of a silly network. Shout out to our pod daddy if you're still listening, Sam Miller. What's up, babe?
Oh, no, I don't like him anymore.
You don't like him?
And I remember we had a falling out with the network. I don't remember why.
This is gonna get real inside. But
Yeah, it's
basically,
very inside
Let's just get
baseball.
the cliff notes. We were on a network together as a cross promotional thing. I said, hey, I picked on the list who of these guys is probably the most handsome. Picked you boys. I was right. We had a war. It was really just a cross promotional thing.
Yeah.
We became good friends, and now we're in your land. And we've caught another podcast in the crossfire.
Yeah, but you guys didn't start a war with me. You guys were actually very complimentary. Said we heard it, we love it, can we talk? And I was like, this is maybe you knew how to get my attention as opposed to just starting some shit with
starting a
this guy.
battle.
It's like you knew. I'm very ego driven, and he's very aggressive. So it just made sense.
I'll only interface with something under the context of arguments.
Yeah, or death.
Oh, fuck me, fuck you.
Yeah.
We weren't prepared because we were like, you guys suck. And they're like, well, fuck you. And they got way angrier.
Oh, yeah.
Back, we were just generally like, haha, you.
What's funny is I made the decision at the podcast, and you guys, I remember I brought it up on the podcast. You guys went, why? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
It was really funny because you were like, oh, you guys suck. And they came back with specific
Feel like we kidnapped your baby.
personal reasons why we suck.
Gonna be murdered.
Like, really, like.
We got very personal. and then you guys were like, oh no.
We read the reports.
And this is the first time you guys have met this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this war began when?
This began it was funny because we have, that time hop app that shows you what you've done.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
years ago, like this week was when we started the war.
Wow, the 3-year war. Is it going to end this week or is it going to, is it exacerbated?
As you can see, we have the Australian flag and the American flag. You can't see through that door.
No,
Oh, yeah, you're pointing at a door with nothing on it.
Make a motion towards the wall.
Literally, there's a note on the door that says warning. What is that? Do not use this door. Is that what that note says? I was very confused.
Whoops. Oh no, we all use the door.
I do need to raise something. Can we talk about the picture that's behind you, though, sir? Is naked Vladimir Putin? Is
No,
that what
This is Immigration Minister Peter Dutton.
Some Australian
Oh,
shit.
God, I just got him.
You don't recognize
Jesus.
immigration?
Okay, to be fair, though, the body looks a lot like...
The body is the body of a hunk,
Right.
Which
Vladimir
could be
Putin.
Could be
Vladimir
Putin, right? And put the hunk's body on that face of Dutton's face, and it can come across as the
it's
leader
almost,
of Russia.
Yeah, it's
He kind of
almost
looks
Putin.
like, who's that comedian?
No, this is an audio podcast.
Yeah, but we got to use,
gotta
use
use-
power of the mind.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly.
describe it.
What's this comedian? He's a comedian. He makes a lot of really crazy jokes. He lives in Las Vegas in a house by himself.
Eddie Murphy.
He invites everyone over to his house for Super Bowl parties. Like the whole world can come if they want.
What?
It's like an open. He's friends with Joe Rogan.
No.
He was
Okay.
on. Oh, what is his name?
Now you've lost me.
I know. If as soon as I say his name, you guys are
You're right. We should have stopped.
Yeah.
we should have held back.
You guys at home.
I apologize for this, but anyway, the point is Vladimir Putin naked on your wall.
Yeah. Well, that's part of which we didn't get into. This is part of the weekly hour,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
the new
Your,
podcast.
it's your podcast.
Right.
Yeah, which is the Australian political satire podcast.
I always tell everyone it's like the political. It's like the Australian Daily Show. Podcast.
A little bit. Yeah. Which to your listeners probably, I don't know how many Australian listeners do you have? Maybe more now.
Well, I mean, in this room we got 2.
Yeah, that's a start.
It counts.
That's a start.
Do you guys actually know where your listeners come from? Because what we do on our little thing that we have, and at one point one of our guests said, "Are there any Jamaican listeners out there?" And turns out we have one Jamaican listener.
wow.
So now we're on the hunt to find that guy
track
or
it
girl.
down.
We have a listener from Belize.
Belize.
Believe.
Can you
better-
believe it?
You
What's
better
up,
believe
Belize?
it. Yeah, you beat me on the pun.
That's the only pun.
So you're tracking
No, I
shows
said
you?
I
He
said you
shows up
better
in it.
believe it. So it's a bit
And I
different.
don't believe it. I don't have to.
I refuse to believe it.
Refuse to believe it.
It's unbelievable.
I'll believe it when I besees it.
See, there's heaps.
These puns brought to you by Australia.
Yeah.
So we're here in Australia, and I have some Australian-based questions to ask. I've collected the leaders of Australian minds. Oh, we also have the lovely Carly Eels here,
Yay, Carly.
friend of the show.
She's
not mic'd. She's not a handsome boy.
She's in
Carly, do you want to lean into someone's mic and just say a little something about
Yeah, you want-
us
here.
handsome boys?
Yeah,
Here's your
lean into
moment. How
Sam's-
handsome are we?
They're gonna get really sweaty and stinky very soon.
Yeah,
That's probably true.
we're in a little room.
Room.
Yeah.
It's the warning on the door.
Morning, small room.
Warning.
Morning, small room. Better take your shirts off.
Do not put 4 boys in this room.
We tried to record it. Just picture this. No one else around. Me and Sam
Oh
in
my
his
God.
closet. Trying to record an intro, and it's like 105 degrees in Taipei, and we're just no AC in there. I was literally it was dripping off.
We're trying to be funny.
We're
We're
trying
like-
to be like, all right, let's just get through it. Let's just get through it.
Why were you in the closet?
Because
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, no,
the
I was-
audio, because the
little
clothes
elephant in the
catch
room.
the
There were
audio well.
spiders in the house.
We have a big, like our whole apartment is like a linoleum and hard walls.
Yeah.
Like it's like really echoey.
Yeah.
Linoleum and hard walls.
It's not linoleum, it's like marble or
That's
something.
a good name for an album.
Linoleum and hard walls. That's the new podcast we're going to start after this one burns to the ground. But I have some Australian questions.
Oh yeah.
We are the experts. Oh, you know what? Just to ask the question.
Here we go. I heard, and I don't know if this is true, and you think you already know the question, but I don't. I guarantee you don't.
Who, Carly? Is that who thinks
She said because I told him I had a question earlier, and the question is, it's not so much a question. I don't know if this is true or not. I heard that there is a law in Australian porn law, where sub law, porn law,
right? Pornography, not PAWN, like porning things, going down.
Let me hit that R real
cash converters.
cash converters and trading in your keyboard for some gold chains.
where the actresses can't have breasts under a small size.
Oh, okay, different one. Sorry.
Oh, what were you thinking?
The one person knows
So true.
anything is off mic right now. So,
I thought it was true.
I'm curious. So we
okay, what's the question that they need to have?
they have if their tits are too small, it's illegal because it's considered child porn, even if it's like a 40-year-old woman.
whoa.
So their age doesn't count anymore.
Yeah.
It's all about the
Just-
breast
They
size.
could be 40, but they've got like A cups.
Have you heard this? Have I made this up? Is this true? Did you
You
guys hear
told
this?
me this, and I didn't believe it. I don't believe it still.
I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
I don't,
All right. I mean, look. Let me tell you guys a little something. I'm from a podcast called We Fact Up.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet.
What
we haven't.
No, I think
introduced-
you mentioned it.
Yeah, we
Did you
did.
mention? Yeah, I mentioned
okay.
it.
You guys can
look,
listen to it.
I'm
We'll
not
do
trying to promote. I'm not trying to blow my own horn
let's
or
fact
anything.
it up
But
right now.
yeah. Well, the premise is that we basically we don't get to Google anything, and we just try to figure it out.
Welcome to our show too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have no idea of this, but let's try to work it out here, guys.
Yeah.
We can apply your process to this.
Okay.
To our logic, we have
Yeah.
we're all logic.
Yeah, our process is to say words and just see what lands,
all right.
basically. So it's the exact same logic. There is,
deal.
but so I can't give you an answer on this at all whatsoever, right? Because
But you haven't heard of this.
I haven't heard any of this.
Any of these
But I don't-
Australians?
Well, now that I think of it, I can't remember having ever seen Australian porn. Like, I don't know
Oh boy,
if
you have
there's any.
not, you have not lived, my
Oh,
friend.
I'm sure it exists. But
I'm going to give you some websites to go to after the show.
yeah, we'll
Okay.
figure this out later. But like, I can't think of a time I've ever typed in like Australian girls.
Do you know
gotta
what?
be real
Actually,
specific.
you know what? I do have a friend who works in the Australian porn scene. That's true. And I think that we talk about this all the time. Like, why do Aussies not watch Australian porn? Because to
Yeah.
us, we hear girls and guys having sex, and it's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, give it to us, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
fun.
yeah,
that
that's-
makes my
oh,
pussy
the
hurt
accent,
real
right.
good.
Right,
And we listen to
right.
it and we're like, that is disgusting. Like, I do not, and I don't mean a good way of disgusting, because, you know, sometimes disgusting is great.
Yeah, right.
That's,
Like
this
stirring
is,
a
you
pot
just
of
hear it and you're
mac
like,
and cheese.
oh, is that what we sound like? But foreigners love it. It's like a real niche because
Ooh,
it's like
okay.
exotic.
Yeah.
You know, that he just
We're
you
a
know.
very exotic land.
So what do you
Yeah,
guys? Are you
so-
guys typing in American porn? What do you? Guys
No. I type in porn and
Yeah.
boobs.com.
And the internet, the internet giveth.
I actually think, because I just turn the sound down, so it doesn't matter what accents they're using. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why we're talking so much. We care so much about their accents. Sorry, Carl, you're off mic. It's really hard to
Do
hear.
you do voiceovers when you turn it down?
I do the voiceover myself.
Do your
Yeah.
own.
And it's exactly what he just did before. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sheila. Oh.
Can Nate and I act it out right now with our best Australian accents? What we think Australian porn would be like?
Please.
Oi, I'm gonna give you me hammer.
What? Okay.
Perfect. You nailed it. You killed it, guys. That was great.
I like how Sam immediately cornered you into being the woman. That's
I know, because I was like, where am I going with this?
I like that you kept your American
I'm not
accent.
gonna be the-
He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, come put it in me root pouch. Is that a thing?
me repout.
Oi,
Throw in dead dingo's donga, and you might be onto something.
dead dingo's donga.
Got it.
Donga.
That was good.
That was really good.
I got a right flopper for you.
Put it into a sex scene. Put it into a scene. So, you know, he walks in, his quivering member is shining with the glistening light of the evening moon or something. And then, yeah, it's surprisingly good, right? You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Is
And-
this
and-
your
yeah.
friend that works in porn?
His
No, that was just me freestyling. I think I could narrate porn.
Ghostwriting, yeah, erotica.
All right, so that's the scene. I set the scene up. Now, you know, he pulls it out and she says,
I promise I'm overage because they've only got me A cups. That's like Monty Python.
Cockney. Was it Dick Van? Am I about to fuck Dick Van Dyke?
But like all week we've been doing like fake Australian accents, and it's been Ringo Starr essentially.
The whole
Guys,
time.
don't break character, okay? And then he says,
Oh, I'm so horny. You better say something.
I'm gonna put a dingo in you for a baby to eat.
A dingo in you for a baby to eat.
No, wait. Everything is backwards here, so you're not far off, mate. All right, climb aboard.
All aboard then.
Whip it out.
so let me just understand this. You just put a dingo in her for her baby to eat.
That's how Australians say.
So
Yeah, that's how
you
Australian children
You
are
fed a
grown.
dingo to her unborn baby is essentially what's just happened in this porn scenario.
Yeah.
She's been stuck here since the gold rush. We learned that there was a gold rush at some point. Let's work in all the history.
Yeah,
all the history.
Convoluted
Yeah.
As opposed to the
bunch of
Golden Rush, which is another porn.
But listen,
The
let's get
golden rush.
Is that plausible? Is that a thing? I mean, can we
What's
find
your
small titted Australian porn?
I mean, I'm sure you could.
I heard it's illegal. I really did.
where
It
did you
might
hear this
be
from?
though. Yeah. Where was?
It
what's
was
the
years ago
source?
on the news.
I heard it was illegal to bring it into the country on your laptop.
Breaking news. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was it? Bring what in? Oh, porn on my laptop. I don't know if I have porn on my laptop.
But you signed that and you like customs form.
Did I signed? I do not have porn on my computer.
Yeah, it did. It said illegal pornography.
Oh, illegal.
Oh, I
Could you get out
No,
of
you
that as being
ticked
like-
yes to that, I think. Illegal. pornography. You signed the wrong thing.
And they're like, oh, that's fine.
Shit.
As long as you're not an asylum seeker, it's all right. We can.
But I mean, I guess that
come
means
right in.
big titty porn. Apparently, based on my logic, what I've heard,
Yeah, it has to be all
That's-
big titty.
it has to be.
Has to be all big
Oh,
titty.
it can't be little titty.
Can't be little titty.
Is that what you were saying?
Right?
Yeah.
It can't
I
be
don't
little. 'cause
What was I saying?
If it's big, it doesn't
exactly.
make sense for the children. Otherwise, you're bringing 7-year-olds with giant breasts, which to me is not good.
I take a firm stance on that.
Yeah, I believe in one thing, and it's
That's
that.
that's the worst network. Get Jason Bourne on that one. Bring down that one.
the big titted child. porn.
Oh, a net.
Big titty
Oh, I
child.
see. Like the
Because
ring.
they're putting giant breasts on small kids.
Yeah, like the ring.
That's
get
just going to
around-
be bad for their back.
There's no one doing that. There's not some secret plastic surgery big titty child ring.
Yeah, some shadowy.
Says the guy who thinks he heard on the news this information. He's like, that's definitely not true.
news?
But mine is true.
Like, what news? Like,
Listen, there's a couple things that I have in my heart that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
I had a buddy who I
One's
thought,
a worm.
I had a buddy who I
That makes
I
sense.
could have sworn told me, I would bring this up on the podcast a lot, but I could have sworn he told me that he didn't like girls who eat chili. And that's not even
What?
true. I made it up. It was just in my heart.
Did you
didn't
wait?
like girls who eat chili.
If they went on a date and a girl
so-
ordered chili, he's like, no, I'm
That's a
done.
very niche.
That's very.
Is he taking them to chili places?
Or
Imagine
I'm
that.
going to take you to Chili's.
yeah, or to Chile, and he doesn't like. He's
yeah.
just a racist. That could be that. He hates Chilean women. That's a hard sentence to say. Try saying that.
He hates cannibals who eat Chileans.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
specifically.
Yeah.
I'm specifically against that.
Yeah,
Chileans.
who eat other humans. Can I ask? Did you approach this man and say, "Hey, that thing that you with your women thing, is it still a thing?"
I mentioned it on the podcast and he came and said, that's not, why are you telling people that? It's not true.
Did he say any variation? Was he like, "You're close, it's this," or he's
No,
like,
it
"You
just
just made
wasn't
that
true
up"?
at all. Which
Did
makes
you
me
say,
think-
so you said his name on the.
I think he was on the podcast at the
okay.
time. I don't
Yeah,
know all
yeah,
the
yeah.
facts, guys. I don't have any of the facts.
I've got one of these things too, and we talk about it on our podcast a bit too, where like those things you believe to be true until a certain age, and then it just all hits you in some way that it's not true. Mine is that until recently was that Saint Bernards, you know, the dog,
Yeah.
that their heads would keep growing forever. Like so
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So what I heard was, and this was told to me in like grade 8, grade 9, so high school, like low end high school, the Saint Bernard's heads keep growing, but their bodies stop. So 90% of Saint Bernards die from breaking their own necks with the weight of their own
their
head.
90%.
9%, because you know that's how you would die.
Yeah.
like then there's old age.
That's the most convoluted way to tell your kid that the dog got hit by a car. You know what I mean? Well, you see, Billy,
Oh, Australian accent, of course.
Yeah,
the heads just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the next thing you know, their bodies can't hold up the head. Fucking snaps them, right?
You turned into Chopper Reed for
Snapped
a second
him,
there.
boy.
Good.
That's a very niche. That's a niche reference, but as in only the Australians will get that.
oh yeah, you guys won't know what chopper is. We don't mean the helicopter. You won't understand any of what I'm saying. No, fair enough.
This has to do with like
Chopper's a guy. He's a guy. Mark Chopper Reed.
like Sleepy Johnson.
Sleepy.
Weary Dunlop.
Funny, that's what I call
Weary Dunlop.
That's what I call my penis. Sleepy Johnson.
Sleepy Johnson.
Yeah.
Sleepy Johnson.
Yeah.
Mine's Weary Dunlop.
Yeah, right.
But Sleepy Johnson won't
Yeah, it
wake up
is.
until I see some small boobs.
I need to see the
That's my
tiniest of
Australian.
boobs.
That's my.
your
That's
Australian?
my like impression of an Australian accent.
Why didn't you just do your own accent?
And then
Yes,
someone goes,
exactly.
No.
That's
illegal.
It's illegal.
Those tits is too small.
Smoke.
You sound like you were complaining about them being too small just then, rather than it being a problem. You're like, those tits are too small.
Those tits are too small.
And it sounds more like Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Them tits is too small.
Yeah.
Days.
She was only 16. Literally. That's why it was a problem. She was underage.
So, are we calling this debunked?
I think I would guess, yeah.
Yeah, we solved it, right?
You have input?
Do you have input?
Okay.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It might be, but I've never seen that. Like nobody ever came to. If that's a rule,
Law.
a law. You know the rules of the country. They have them on a.
Question was very
Can I
specific.
tell you what I thought you were going to ask?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if this is in Australia or where it is, but apparently, I think it's Australia. It's illegal to show a woman's labia.
What?
And so that's why the labiaplasty is so popular, because girls think vaginas are not supposed to have labias because they don't show them. And so people who are in porn have them removed. That's what I thought you were going to ask. I was like, I know the answer to this question.
I think that's a global thing, though.
like everywhere. It's.
It's not global.
I'm very
but-
confused.
Well, like Western culture, I think it is. I think a lot of girls. In
Oh
Western
yeah,
culture-
like they just don't think that it's like normal. But why would if they've like gotten that idea because it's illegal?
I've never heard that.
No.
Even in American any porn anywhere ever. What a
Think about the porn you've seen, though. Think about the vagina.
Well, Nate specifically types in labia into Google and then hits
Australian
go.
labia.
He types "show me the labia" and then hits "I'm feeling lucky."
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
Show me the labia.
But it's you get all sorts.
No, that's a big thing. I know in like, especially like porn magazines, like when the images and stuff, they Photoshop it all
In
out.
like Playboy and stuff, yeah. They do it in like stuff, yeah.
They want it to look like Homer Simpson's mouth.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
so
a
I think
thing.
it is with printed
Really?
Yeah, okay.
pornography, but
That would make more
that's what I thought the
sense.
question was.
Because they can't keep that out of the whole internet. Like, they couldn't have just been like, look, there's a conspiracy. We're never showing labias. Like, all of the porn industry has, like, culminated on this one idea.
Right, yeah.
You know?
I mean,
I feel like all of this is wrong. Everything was said. Literally everything was said. That's how strong. I feel strongly
just
about this.
completely.
This could be a rumor as well.
Yeah.
I don't have any facts.
Did you hear it on the news, like Sam?
I dreamt it, and then I decided it was fact and law.
It's in your heart now.
Yeah.
In my heart.
I saw it on the news and then I wrestled an alligator and
And then saw Saint Bernard's head just snap right off.
me and the president rescued a rock man in a helicopter and then I fell down a hole and I woke up.
What the hell is a rock man?
Look, man.
Rock golem? Yeah, like a rock golem. Come on.
Okay, of course.
That's
You
what's in
guys-
his heart.
You guys got it.
Yeah, we nailed it. Bloop. I spent a week with Nate. I'm starting to figure him out.
What's in your heart then? When you know what's in my heart, the
Yeah.
chili thing and the tit thing. You know, you know what's in his heart, the
got
Saint Bernard
Davo's
thing.
heart.
Why does
Saint
that live
Bernard.
in your heart?
It's just, there's things that I
There's a little
feel
pocket of
strongly.
shame in my heart, and that one's in there for thinking it for so long. Because like mine, I thought up until like a couple of years ago when I was at a party and I started telling everyone like, "Did you know this thing?" And then it wasn't
just
even
like,
that they all
"No."
went idiot. As I'm saying it, when I got to the point where I was like, 90% break their own necks with their own heads, and I was like, that is not true.
What have I
That
done?
cannot be right at all.
Started running.
Yeah.
My best friend, up until last year, I think it was, thought that if you touch a fish, it dies instantly. Like,
good.
it's allergic to your skin. And I was losing it laughing. And I'm like, why do you think this? And she's like, my mom told me when I was little. I'm like, yeah, obviously she told you not to touch your pet fish because
you
you
kept-
were
Yeah.
annoying her
Yeah.
or
You
whatever
kept trying
else.
to touch the fish.
But she thought literally they're like allergic to our skin and they die. End of story.
That's great. I like, there you go. That's in Carly's heart. We've all got secrets, guys.
See, I think there's a lot of things. There's probably
I mean,
a lot
yeah,
of
your
things
friend,
in
whatever.
my heart,
I-
like, but nobody's yet to like. I haven't been told. No, that's incorrect.
So there's nothing springs to mind.
There's
about
nothing that
incorrect
springs to
bit of
mind
knowledge.
that somebody's like, or one day I've just like, that was wrong the
Yeah.
whole time. There probably has been stuff, but I think I'm probably carrying a lot of those around still.
yeah.
And I won't know until I go like, hey, you guys know this
The best
thing?
way to avoid this is just never speak to anyone ever again.
Yeah, which is fine
Great.
with me.
See, Tom and I don't like to upset Luke by telling him things that are true. We just let him live in his world and
They're
believe
just
that
like,
he's quite normal and
oh,
functioning.
that is a thing, Luke. Yeah.
Yeah, totally right.
Actually, I have another one. If I just while we're purging,
Please.
Just get it out.
when I was younger, you know when you get words confused? I wanted to say to my friend, I was just doing, I was talking to my friend in the kitchen, having a chat at my old place, and I remember saying to her that I was living living dangerously, right? I wanted to be like, I'm living, and I said, yeah, I'm living so vicariously. And what I meant was precariously, which, you know, it's still probably not the best way to describe it, but it would pass. And I said, I'm living so vicariously right now. And she kind of just looked at me.
Who are you living vicariously through?
Well, exactly. And in my head, I'm like, I'm fucking dangerous. And she just looked at me, and then I sort of knew something was wrong, but I just moved on. And it wasn't for a long, like I hadn't even really tweaked until like a few years later, it came back to me, and I'm like, I fucking said vicariously. And I actually approached it with a recent, like a few years back, and she was like, yeah, I totally knew.
I remember that.
I just wanted to let it go.
Trying to think of one. I'm sure I have one too, but I think I told you guys this one earlier this week. I know one that my brother had,
Yeah.
which is pretty entertaining.
Do you want to pretend it's you that did it? Just give it more.
Yeah.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah. So one time everybody was in a room and they were all trying to figure something out, and they'd like propose this question, and everybody's like, oh, how does that work? Like nobody really knew. It was kind of like this podcast. And my brother, who'd just been sitting there, and he'd just been sitting there.
He is irrelevant to the
He's
story.
completely irrelevant.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking like, I know the answer to this business. And so I'm thinking, I was like, I got the answer. And I told them the answer, and they were blown away by it. They were like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, that's right. Like, how'd you figure that out? That's great. And instead of just like showing off and showing them any more, of my genius, I just leaned back and quoted one of the greats and said, it's tedimentary, my dear Johnson. Tedimentary.
Meaning you fucked up elementary?
Yeah, just fucked it all.
Why'd you call it tedimentary?
My dear Johnson.
My dear Johnson. I had my sidekick messed up.
Oh, I didn't even hear the second bit. Oh, you've screwed it all up. Oh, God.
Tedimentary.
That's
my
woeful.
dear
Yeah,
I was like,
Johnson.
wow, Nate is so clever.
Yeah. And then I completely just stepped on.
Unless you were so confident, they were like, he really is.
Maybe we all got that wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
it was tedimentary
all these years.
When's the last time you've watched Sherlock Jones?
So, I mean, I have some questions more about Australia being whether things are true in Australia. But do you guys have any American-centric?
We solved one. I think we solve them all.
Keep them coming.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
okay, well,
set them up. We'll knock them right down.
is
Timmy
that
boy.
dingo thing real?
Yeah.
A dingo really was eaten?
This just in, Dingo continues to eat.
The baby been continuing to eat dingoes.
Oh, so he thinks he thinks a baby ate a dingo. Yeah. He thinks a baby crawled into a dingo's den, stole it, dragged it out of its den. Its mum screaming.
It had
and
no
just-
mother's milk.
and just munched on this dingo.
Yeah, I've got very small teeth. Remember?
I can't make pornography.
I can't
She
make
needed the
pornography.
money.
Got no money coming in. I sent my baby out to bring back in Dingo.
So it's the other way then.
It's the other way. It's the other way.
yeah.
Carly's looking at me like I'm an insane person. I've had this man in my house all week.
Just run me through in your
the gas
head,
on.
Sam, when you're thinking about it. Do you imagine a little scary baby dragging a dingo from its den, or do
I
you imagine
assume-
it was spoon-fed
awful.
to it?
I assumed
at
it was
a
also a
supermarket?
baby dingo.
So a baby.
At
Why
least
would a baby dingo go pick on a baby human?
Wait. What do you think happened?
Yeah, I want to run us through this.
From Sam.
Run us through this.
I don't have any of the facts.
No, run us through how it plays out in your head.
There was a baby.
Yeah.
There was a dingo.
Yeah.
Neither were being
Things happen.
supervised.
They were both out in the desert.
Dingo watch.
And we're in, where are we? Set the scene, like, where are we?
Sure. Oh, we're in the bush.
Yep.
Out in the bush.
You got one. You've gotten so far.
All the
you've gotten the
characters.
characters right. There's a dingo, a baby in the bush.
Well, I don't.
Then what
I guess
happened?
Well, I guess the kid wondered too. This is what I think. I'm picturing the lonesome bush.
Save me here.
Okay, the lonesome dry bush. And
Also another great.
That's
also
okay.
another
Yeah.
great.
That is legal here, though.
Yeah, lonesome
Yeah.
dry bush. Oh, being lonesome is illegal.
Or dry bush.
No, wait, prostitution is legal. But that's the same thing.
I have questions about
bush.
that, too.
The bush has to be under a certain size for it to be legal.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so you know.
Above a certain size, I imagine.
Yeah, 3 feet.
It works the opposite with bush. Just anyway, carry.
Anyway, good Lord.
You won't understand. It's Australia.
So there's somebody chopping on some sort of piece of like driftwood,
How did driftwood get in the bush?
ancient driftwood.
Or it fell into a creek. And then
Yeah.
they just picked it up from the
Yeah.
creek.
And he's
or
like-
the dam.
He's like, well, we got here some wood drifting down from the creek,
Good one.
right?
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, where's that little fucker? And then he
Oh, my
looks-
son that I brought out to the bush.
yeah, my son that I brought out and said, no, don't roll too far.
Yeah.
Oh no! I imagine they come in like a pack of wild creatures in the night.
that's the scenario? We're all sitting here going like, when's it going to get to the bit with the dingo and the baby?
It just
No,
comes.
it's
the
like-
thing
it's
is,
so
you
far there's
can't
been some-
predict the bit. You can't predict. That's why things like that happen. It's because you can't predict them. You're just doing your thing, and if you could predict it, the baby would have never got eaten. And Americans would have came over and been like, "So what's the thing? Goes eating the babies?" They'd be like, "Oh, we don't know.
That's
'Cause you
never
can't
happened.
predict. It's happened hundreds of times, but you can't predict it. It's like the fucking the butterfly in Peking, and the thing shows up, and it's like a fucking thing gets a whiff of something, and it goes over here, and it sees the baby. Then the ball had rolled too far, and the guy's fucking with the wood, and it's like it's all he couldn't get there in time. And he's like, it took him right out of me hands. It did, right out of me hands.
Okay. So just to recap, you've set up where they're at, and then you've set up the end. You've told us the end where it's just out of my hands.
Yeah.
But the thing in the middle, you still don't have a vision in your head of how it could have occurred.
It was just a whirlwind of a mess.
Right. Okay.
I thought we were still explaining how a baby ate a dingo.
No, we were trying to.
Okay.
We were trying to.
Oh no, I was going a completely other direction.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about a dingo sneaking into camp and nabbing a little booger.
Well, that's
Which
the
is
real thing
what
that
happened.
But
That's-
we were trying to
is
figure.
what happened?
That's what
Yeah.
happened. We were trying to figure out what you thought happened, Sam.
we were off on the wrong foot the whole time. Man.
Yeah, Nate actually is just telling them what happened. Except
Yeah.
there was no driftwood involved.
There was no driftwood.
So it wasn't a son, Luke.
Oh, well, it's a child.
It was a baby, it was a
no,
girl?
see,
Hold up.
I thought, when I said son, I thought he still meant a dingo being eaten by a baby. So I had a completely different scenario in my
I can
mind.
fix it. Take that, reverse it.
Reverse it. So the dingo father was chopping the wood.
Take
It
that,
wasn't
flip it,
chopping
and
the wood.
reverse it.
It found it to play with, and he goes, "Oh, more little."
Is whistling about a fair bill of alms?
And his ghost could be seen a playing with the driftwood late at night. Oh, fair Billy Bone.
Waltzing Matilda.
They're not going to know what that.
No, they
meant.
do. We
Oh, do
explain-
you?
We do know
yeah.
that.
I was like,
So
of all the
it's-
things to say,
it
that two of the
turned-
weirdest words.
It turned into a.
But no, well, listen. I think what happened was there was a baby out in the bush, and a dingo tried to get the better of it. But it was a young and there was error in its ways. This dingo, it didn't know. And the
There was
baby,
error in its ways.
and the
in its ways
I
had
think
been
that the dingo. I
calculated
think
to
that the baby
devour.
got the better part of the dingo, and then it was hungry and it ate it.
It is an Aussie baby.
The baby got the dingo, the dingo the baby.
I don't think that the baby ate all of the dingo, but I think that it ate a good amount of it
Yeah,
to keep
right.
it alive until the
Right.
the
Just
authorities
did a bit
found
of-
it.
just
What
did
if
a bit
it
of
was
a Mike
raised-
Tyson.
It could be the raised by wolf sort of thing, just raised by dingoes, and they took it in and thought like,
Here's some of my meat,
Yeah.
my boy. Here's my daughter.
What they
Here's
don't
some of
tell
my-
you is that the dingo actually voluntarily offered itself up as a sacrifice
here,
to the baby.
Take
Because
my
that-
flesh,
yeah.
like Jesus.
because that's
It's-
the god that we worship in
Yeah,
Australia.
the whole,
is-
whole
Exactly.
tribal thing.
yeah, it's actually Ding God, and they just cut the D off as dingo now. It's
it's
Aboriginal
slang.
language. You guys probably wouldn't get it.
They just cut ends of words off, ends of English words.
It's just culture, man.
So, do you want to know what actually happened?
I don't know what happened.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
All right.
No, it's fine. I don't actually really know it too
do.
well.
You clearly don't.
No, I've
You keep
met.
saying boy.
Do you know?
My poor
Yeah.
son. My poor
Yeah,
boy.
it was a big thing.
Let's fact
Everyone
up.
knows in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's fact up. All right. I'm gonna.
Right after this,
Oh, yeah.
let's go Google it and figure out what the answer is.
I'll explain how I remember it.
D&D paper plugs.
Because it was late 80s, early 90s, I think, that it happened. It was before I was around. There was a family, they were camping like near Uluru, which is in the middle of Australia.
That is the most Australian sounding place I've ever heard.
Uluru.
They were up at Old Dingo Point.
That's what it was originally called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
had
white
to
settlers changed it to Uluru. It's
Yeah.
weird.
So they,
What's this? Some kind of fucking warning? Rename it, right?
they were camping.
Sound like an orc.
We've all had nothing but maggoty bread. Luke can't speak. Let the boys speak.
I don't even want to explain.
Look, you don't,
this.
need to say the years and stuff. Basically, they were
realized-
camping.
I've realized-
a baby got taken from his tent, and everyone blamed the mum. That was
Yeah,
like the
everyone
big
blamed
thing.
the mum
And then
because they were like, "No, you just killed your
What was
kid."
her name, Carly?
Like a
Do you
John
remember?
Benet Ramsey.
Chamberlain.
Lindy Chamberlain.
Yeah.
She got put in jail, I think, for a little while.
Yeah.
It was a while, yeah.
Everyone saw this like dead cold look of this mum who obviously clearly killed a baby, and then like it came out. Obviously, she didn't. They found the remains of the baby. The dingo had clearly taken it, and the whole thing was like, a dingo took my baby. Like she actually said that on the news, but they were.
we heard
the
it.
public were very much like, she did it. She's a killer. Look at her. But she was in trauma. She was shocked.
Yeah.
Also, she, like, controversially once dressed the baby in a black dress, which clearly meant
Oh, that's
that she
right.
wanted the baby
Yeah.
to die.
Yeah.
What's weird? It was
What is this?
after.
What century are we living in?
Yeah.
No, what's even weirder is she dressed the dingo in a black dress. As well. It's like,
And then put
what?
them in the same pen together.
He was once seen dressing a dingo with a knife and fork and a right bib.
That's right. Yeah. So
But dingoes
that's the
also
story.
since then have killed.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
that was another part of it
Yeah.
is that everyone said that, oh no, a dingo would never come into like a camp and get a child. And then like a couple of years later, that happened again.
It'd be like your Florida alligator thing that happened recently. Was it Florida when that happened? A
happens all the
little
time.
kid got taken in America. No, at Disneyland.
At Disney, it doesn't happen at Disney.
Everyone's like, "What? This never happens." But you know,
Yeah, it
there was a
doesn't
bit
happen
more.
at Disneyland.
There was a
but
bit more
it
proof.
happens in Florida a bit.
yeah.
No, it happened in Disneyland.
They're getting
Yeah, but we're saying it's
Oh,
not common.
right.
Commonly, people get it.
No,
but
it's not a ride
get
at
it?
Disneyland.
get it.
bears, alligators,
Shrimp.
Texans.
White women,
Sorry, what? They get taken or they take?
they take.
Taking babies. Just
We're talking about all the most dangerous animals in America.
In Florida.
white women. Controversial.
I've got a very specific set of breasts.
I can't do pornography.
Was that? It sounded like you were trying to do Liam Neeson from Taken.
I
Yeah, was that what
trying.
it was?
I was trying.
But with no context.
right. My brain was like, you started this.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Let's take a moment here, to guys, to direct everyone to dndvapor.com.
We're doing D&D vapor plugs?
They did not
Vapor.
ask for this.
Okay.
Hang on, can you explain what the hell we're talking about?
Real quick.
That was just
we
a lot
can't-
of
we can't go
letters.
15 minutes.
Okay, we're going to go quick. We're going to hit the high points. dndvapor.com. It's a place that you can get your e-liquids. It's a place based in Pennsylvania, America. Do you like to e-vapor smoke?
Sure.
Do you like dragons?
Definitely.
Well, then go to dndvapor.com. Is that right?
I don't know.
Someone-
They're your sponsor.
Is someone paying you? To
yeah, this is one
No,
of their
no, really, they aren't.
That's why.
They were at one stage.
They were never.
They never paid you.
They never gave us money. They promised they would give us e-cigarettes, so we keep doing it every episode.
But you don't even smoke.
But we will if they send them. We've explained this. dndvapor.com.
dndvapor.com. You can get Wonderberry flavor.
You can get atomizers, vapor, wonderizers, tenderizers, atomizers,
Basilisk
vaporizers.
scale. They got some great flavors. Ice berry crystal potion of frost. They got basilisk scale.
Yeah, dragon, misty on a cold morning.
They got steel glaive.
Personal favorite, hawk juice.
Let's go around the bend.
Flavor.
Let's go around. We'll go around and say our favorite D&D vapor e-cigarette liquid flavor.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll go first. My favorite is Wonder Potion.
Mountain cave fire.
Ooh, that's
a-
tasty.
oh.
That's it. Yeah, that's a good pick.
That one's good. Lizard, fly, burp.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Sorry, yeah, excuse me. I like.
Are you introing me? Am I supposed to go next, or are you just stalling?
Yeah.
You said I like.
Abalone smiles. My favorite.
I don't know what is going. Okay, look, I'm going to just say mine. You know what? Let's move on.
Abalone smiles.
I feel like we peaked at Abalone Smiles.
Sorry.
So you guys should go down to dndvapor.com.
Get your
We
vapes.
want to be good friends with them because if we maintain a good relationship with them, I want them to let us name one of their flavors.
And it's going to be abalone
It's gonna
smiles.
be Abalone Smiles now.
I want to know what that tastes like.
Good luck to you.
Delicious clam juice.
Yeah.
My brain completely froze up.
Yeah, we all looked at you
then
like, come on, man.
Then it's like, you know when you reboot a computer, it went dead and it went Abalone smiles. And then I said that, and then it came back. And I was
It's like the thing that's at the bottom of the recess of your mind just floated to the top, and it was all that was left.
Your Windows startup logo is Abalone Smiles.
Anyway, yeah. So guys, go down to dndvapor.com. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna definitely edit out this clip to send to them. Like, hey, we're still promoting your product.
Hey, look,
Remember
we're
this?
getting better.
So we had a couple of Australian questions for you boys. I still have, I think, one or two left in the bag, but I want to throw it on to you guys. You guys have any America questions, America-centric questions? You can
Why
ask
are you
us?
ruining the world?
Us personally? I mean, I don't know.
No, America. No,
That's why they came here to ruin it.
We came here, yeah. We're scouts.
Well, that's what we were saying in the car. We have a lot of the we start a problem but we also then we later solve it and we're like, hey, we fixed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, mission accomplished.
Yeah, did you caused it, but we fixed it. We're awesome. We're the best, right?
Do you have an example of this?
Most of the wars.
Yeah.
Most wars.
Questions for you. No, okay. Serious question. Like, are you finding as Americans that you're getting more heat and more people are like, like, hey, why did you do this? Or like, what do you think of Trump? And like, why you guys fucked everything? Or is it nothing changed
We
for you?
don't get a lot of that in Taiwan.
Oh yeah, you live in Taiwan. I keep forgetting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There is kind of a general, you get a feeling it's kind of like, yeah, you guys are all right, but why this guy? Like how, like why do you let that go on? Sort of.
Yeah,
You
do
get
people immediately associate you as like having an affiliation with Trump? As in like, you're American, you screwed us up.
But I think most people understand that it's not the citizens of a country that are making any goddamn decisions. It's like
Yeah.
I think most
Well,
people understand that. Like you guys didn't put all those
citizens
refugees
vote
on the
the people
island.
Oh, that's true, yeah. It's a good point. Well, that was my question.
No, you're right.
It wasn't
I
like...
didn't.
My-
Keep him going.
Okay, cool. Other than that, no. I mean, like, how's the beef jerky over there? Like, I don't know.
Oh, the beef jerky's on point.
Yeah, great.
It's Asianed up.
It's worth a Trump or two if we can keep our delicious beef jerky.
That's the trade-off.
You create a problem, you solve it.
Yeah,
Beef
there you
jerky is the answer.
As long as we got good jerky in the end.
None of it really mattered.
Yeah, it was a great investment in a massage parlor.
Well, there's a big America thing that we because different parts of America have their own sort of mythical beast. Like you guys have all heard of Bigfoot, right? You ever heard of the skunk ape?
Skunk.
You've told me about a
Skunk ape. That's like the Florida.
I just want to,
Floridian
can I just clarify? Skunk ape or skunk ape?
skunk ape.
It's an ape and a skunk.
Yeah, it's like
I should call it an ape skunk just for clarity.
but it's an ape.
Sorry? But is it a skunk?
No,
It's more skunk than ape.
it's more ape than skunk. It's a skunk ape.
Then it should be ape scump. I'm with you.
No, I'm with you. It should be ape scump.
Ape Trump.
Johnny Ape Scump, we'll call him from here on out.
Johnny Ape Scump.
This is a theme though in American things. So we were talking about this the other day.
Like mispronunciation.
what is chicken fried
Steak.
and then you were saying there's chicken fried chicken, and then there's like buffalo wings. Like there's all sorts of stuff that are two animal names that
Just
don't
amalgamated.
make sense.
I'd like to
Hey, we
clarify.
got those things. Mush 'em.
It is. It's like it's like a turducken, but with everything you can find.
Yeah.
Just throw one thing into the next until
Okay,
it's
that's
disgusting.
an admission as an American. You guys shouldn't be surprised, but I was ridiculed in the streets.
Here?
No,
Where?
home.
Taiwan?
No, old home.
America.
Yeah, and they still say home.
Narnia.
Too many
Nailed it down.
places.
We honed in on what he meant.
Yeah, sorry. That I didn't believe a turducken was a real thing. I was like, that's like the Sam Squanch. You know what I mean? That's like
What is that, a sandwich and a Sasquatch?
That's what. Yeah, that's
Some people call it the Sam Squanch.
yeah.
What is a Sam Squanch?
It's the same idea as a skunk ape or a Bigfoot or
I don't know what a
Sasquatch.
skunk ape is.
Yeah,
It's a Bigfoot from Florida. He's just smelly.
It's like the Jersey Devil
The Jersey Devil I know
Or the
of.
goat man, the Pennsylvania goat man.
Or
Goat Man I know of.
Where I'm-
Mothman,
Where
yeah.
I'm from was Mothman. We had Mothman.
Yeah.
Mine's Mothman.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Mine's Mothman. I got Mothman.
Mine's the
Dips.
goat man. There means my goat man.
I grew up with Mothman.
But let me throw it back on you. Oh, and let me finish. You finish what
No,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
You finish
Nate's
what
got to
you're saying.
finish.
Oh yeah, I just didn't believe that a turducken was a real thing. I thought it was a mystical.
And people ridiculed you on the street.
they were like, "It is too a real thing."
there goes the man. He doesn't believe in turducken.
Shame.
Everyone get him.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Started throwing stuffing at you.
Yeah. He's the one that don't know what a turducken is, and I'm from Europe.
Meanwhile, this happened back at home in America, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of
No,
tourists.
you see,
Just-
I
yeah.
realized I was in a different accent, and I tried to cover it up.
Do you know what though? There are lots of different people in America.
Yeah, we're a melting pot.
It's understandable.
That we put turduckens.
He's in a lot. He's in a lot of Australian and a lot of European accents. Can you boys throw an American accent on us?
Ooh, here we go.
You
Carly, can
better
do it?
believe it. I sure can. I'm from deep south. I'd slide right into that accent. I'm trying to do Matthew McConaughey.
That's pretty good.
Is that all right? I'm trying to do all right. Let me just do a little Matthew McConaughey right
stuck on
now.
your teeth.
I'm just going to slip right down into it and pick that little pizza right up off the floor.
That's good. That's
Good, that's good.
Also, actually, and this we just did this on our podcast, but I think I do a really good Jesse from Breaking Bad. Do you know Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
So let me see if I can do it. Ready? Like, yo, maybe Mr. White, if you had like thought about that, maybe like we wouldn't be in this mess, yo, bitch.
There you go. That's pretty good, man. That's good.
All right. You got to tell Red. Just say it right now down the microphone. Red told you so.
Red told you so.
Red told you so.
Red,
Thanks,
what's up,
guys.
buddy?
Yeah.
Asked and delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Do we even need to go down this? Do we even need to go on the other side?
No, because you've been hearing mine all week.
Yours is pretty good though.
Yeah.
But I can only do mine when it's directly after Nate said
So
something.
say this.
I
Yours
see.
is pretty good though.
Yours is pretty good though. Pretty good though.
You're like,
No,
you
yeah,
sound like
so-
Sam,
Easy
but
for
yeah,
him to
see,
do
mine-
my accent.
you sound like Sam, but like you just got a head trauma.
Like just got
now.
knocked around a bit.
Because Sam
By a
has
skunk ape.
a lot more level, clean accent. I've got more of a southern.
Yeah, see,
accent.
this
Yeah,
is
yours
Sam.
is-
So mine's probably
We were
easier
talking
for
about
you
that
guys to
today,
do mine, 'cause
yeah.
there's a
Try,
little
try,
bit of
try. Give him something real tricky to say.
I wasn't trying to do Sam then. I was doing the one that we were doing
You
all
could have
week.
if you played your cards right.
Ooh, steamy.
Nate, give him. Give
Bow, bow,
Luke,
bow, bow, bow.
give Luke something really. All right, are we just making noises now? Is that what the show's like
This is a
rest
reference.
into?
This is a reference to stuff from earlier in the week.
So if Nate just does a very specific
No.
American
So
sound,
all week,
then
all-
Luke can do it.
All week, like while we've been hanging out, Nate will say something that's so funny, and like we'll all die laughing, and then for the next hour, it's just me saying that
I
like
see.
over and over again.
Oh, like
I don't shoot. Oh shoot!
ah, shoot, my britches. I don't. Well, no,
I hate fucking with a chicken.
Why did you say that? I didn't know why you
Good
said
catch
that.
line though.
Because I was
hate
watching a
fucking
guy
with a chicken.
fucking around with a chicken on TV, and I was like, God, I hate fucking with a chicken.
I hate fucking with a chicken.
Jesus, what pornography sites do you go to? This is really
Well,
worrying
we
me.
know that the boobs have to be over a
Yeah.
certain
the breast. They
gauge.
call them breasts where they're chickens.
But I
Just so you
have,
know.
it's okay. They can lay eggs. They're of egg laying.
They're all right. They're of age.
So we have the Bigfoot, the skunk ape, the Sasquatch, all that. What do you guys have? Do you guys have?
Okay.
Tony Abbott, political guys. I should be on that other political
Yeah,
show.
you can come on the weekly hour.
Yeah, weekly hour, your show.
I
Oh no! I got it. Let me tell you what this reference is. It's a Mel Brooks film.
Yep.
It's not Blazing Saddles. It's the other one. God damn it! Men in Tights.
Yes.
Hey Abbott.
My man.
Damn, no one does that reference. Hey Abbott. I hate that guy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
That's the additional part of the reference. He
So
goes,
what's
I hate
Full of that
guy.
bullshit.
Just full of references. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got it.
really inside.
That's Mel Brooks.
That was
If-
great.
Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, or Men in Tights. I would have been
So
there.
what's the Australian creature?
So we have
multiple?
Yeah, Yowie is one.
Yowie.
Which we saw that statue of outside the state library. There's
That's what that was?
That's what that was. It was
Oh,
a
I'll post
Yowie.
that up and ask everyone what Pokemon.
Sorry,
it was.
do we-
No one
Yeah.
knew what it was.
Do we have a statue outside the library?
Yeah,
called Yowie?
outside the state library, there's like a little like chrome statue of a Yowie, and it's just like a little monster with a little
Why didn't
rucksack.
you tell me that? I thought it was a Pokemon.
I said I'm pretty sure I said that.
Are you sure that's a Yowie though? I would have thought it was just like a kangaroo or
No,
you
he's a
know, or-
Yowie.
He's a monster, man.
But we
He's
don't
got
know what a
weird,
Yowie looks
booger
like.
neck.
I think he's like a artist's interpretation, a
that's-
creative license of what a Yowie is.
I love that idea. An artist interpretation of a fictional monster.
yeah.
They're all artist interpretations till we catch
There's
them.
no such thing as
And like fair enough to draw one, but to like put it in statue form and be like, that's what it looks like.
yeah.
You don't like it, you fucking haul it off.
Yeah, it's like
That's a 1-ton statue on your lawn now.
it's kind of implying like now you'll know what they look like when you see one.
Yeah.
It's like what the what the hell?
Yeah.
It's not the
Next thing you know, fucking Dracula comes up and you.
I think that might be from a book though. That statue of that.
I've been handed a picture of this thing.
yeah.
That is the most fucked up looking
Yeah.
interpretation of a Yowie I've ever seen. He's got a rucksack. on his
Yeah,
back.
he's got a little
stick in
to
the
the
thing.
listeners at home.
He's supposed to eat people.
What's a Yowie? What is
Oh,
that?
he eats people?
I actually don't know, to be honest. I don't know
Put him
what
in
the
front
hell
of
is
the
going
library.
Exactly.
to ward you off reading and
Come
learning.
in here and learn. Just make it past the Yowie.
We hate learning in Australia. We don't like anyone to do it.
We scare them off with our yowies.
Yeah.
Do you
Put
know
some
Yowie?
sort
I
of
think it's
booger
like,
man.
isn't it like a swamp?
Yeah, a yowie's like a swamp guy who comes out and eats
swamps here,
people.
Swamp God,
You
I
guys have
call him.
swamps?
Yeah, we have swamps, billabongs.
Oh, that's a billabong is a swamp?
We don't really have not swamps like you guys
it's
have.
a
Yeah, it's
brand
not the
of, like,
same. We don't
surf
have like
shorts.
Everglades, but
That's true, yeah.
What's true?
That a billabong is a brand of surf shorts.
yeah, that's
Correct.
Yes.
It's 1982.
You're not wrong. That's
Because
also
if-
a thing.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
if you wear them for too long, you get swamp ass.
It all lines up.
It all comes full circle.
I don't want to know what that is actually.
What
but-
about drop bears?
Swamp ass.
Drop bears is a thing.
Drop bears.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was called
Yeah,
Drop apes.
we thought it was drop apes, and we're telling everybody like they got this thing in Australia called a drop ape, and we were thinking it sounds like if you burled, like too soon.
What? Burrowed?
Burled? If you dropped
Burled.
the burl too soon, like you
What's
didn't
a
make it,
burl?
and you dropped
Oh,
ape.
that's,
You're
yeah,
like,
that's some branding right there.
Burl.
it's a poo. It's a poo.
Oh, right.
You know a hurl? Do you know
Turd.
hurl?
Yeah, vomit.
Yeah, but hurl, burl.
Oh, is this a thing you guys just invented or it's a real deal?
This man here.
It's real. It's
He's a real folksy character.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real now.
Just like the drop bears.
It's real to me.
I was taking burls before they were cool.
You were doing shits before they were cool. Cool, man.
So what, you got the drop ape, you got the drop bears, you got the
I was at the
Yowies.
right place at the right time. What's that?
No one realized you were still in character when you screamed, "What's that?"
What's that?
Everyone was
looked
like,
around,
"What? What?"
Everybody thought
I was the only one.
They thought there was a Yahweh in the room. Or,
Yahweh.
Oh wait, that's a Jesus.
Yahweh. We're all scared of Yahweh. Out in the swamp, like, oh shit, Jesus is around here somewhere.
He's creeping Jesus.
Creeping Jesus.
Full circle.
Full circle.
So what is a Yowie?
I don't
No,
know.
A Yowie is a monster that lives in a swampy area,
Yeah.
similar to a bunyip. A bunyip is
Oh
a
yeah, it's the same thing. isn't
same
it?
thing.
It's
Yeah,
I don't think it's similar. I think it's like
yeah, the
different
same
name,
guy, just
right?
different names. Yeah.
Oh, so
No, you
a
don't think it's the same.
A bunyip is a creature. I thought when you said it's similar to a bunyip, I thought you were comparing it to a billabong.
No. So they live in a billabong
Both live in a billabong, but
like
you
a
got a
swamp.
bunyip
and a Yowie.
and a Yowie.
They're the same guy, basically.
Oh,
So same as a
Yes.
skunk ape and Bigfoot.
And his real name is Jeff. So just very personal.
There's only one.
You see,
He's a
him.
nice
Yeah,
guy.
Oh yeah, he's great.
he might try to say
There's,
hubcaps.
there's only the one.
That's it.
No, well, I don't think there's only one. It's an Aboriginal. They're both from Aboriginal, like stories.
Yeah, I think there's actually none because it's a made-up character.
Yeah.
like that's the point.
yeah. Boom. Got it.
Dreamtime stories have like a lot of different characters. There's like rainbow serpents and there's lots and lots of spirits. And,
Dreamtime.
Yeah, so that's
Dreamtime.
like
We're trying to speak on behalf of the indigenous culture here, and as a bunch of white people. No, I'm not. I think
This
you're doing
is a-
well, but I have no idea.
This
And I
is the
don't want-
welcome to country segment of the podcast.
So indigenous Aboriginal people have this kind of whole history, which I am very unaware of. I didn't even realize that Yowie was part of the Aboriginal culture.
I
I didn't know.
Or the
think
bunyip.
it is. I think they both are, but I think no. Those are both.
So good. We've prepared the best experts for this question.
Yeah.
Like you guys trying to explain like Indian American culture and stuff, and just being like,
What
you
do
know
got?
what?
What do you got?
Yeah, well, okay. Is it true that that the name they give you as an Indian American is the first thing you see when you walk out of the tent after you?
No, it's also could be about your behavior or your character.
like shitting bear and stuff, or like running water.
Running water, I don't think was a thing.
Right,
I
or
think that came a bit later.
running water. Oh, I meant a creek. Creek was
Gotcha.
just shorten it to creek. Yeah. Nickname.
I don't think that's completely true.
No.
I mean, it may have happened once, and someone was like, they just made a movie where they did a bunch of that. And
well, let's act it up, man. Okay, you and I have a baby. You and I have a baby. We're gonna name it.
Oh, sorry, further away from the microphone. I'm your baby.
God,
It's crying already.
wait, are we Native Americans?
Yes, but I want to do a Native American female, but I can't do it.
Is this getting super racist?
a little bit.
Abort.
Let's move on. Let's go back to Yowies because I just wasn't sure.
That's slightly less racist. Just a
So
little.
wanna
Dude,
be
it's
like-
Billabong people.
I just feel like I don't want to be like, in Aboriginal culture and Raymond Simmons Yowies, and then be like, actually, fuck, I don't know. But if you know,
I don't know if that is true, but I know like some of the story. But a lot of the like Dreamtime stories explain how the lamb was like made.
Yeah,
So like the rainbow serpent
They're called
is to do with
Dreamtime
like
stories.
that's like the
that's the name of the that was before we're getting into it again.
Yeah, sorry, too far. But there's
Let's
lots
just
of,
skim the
spirit
surface like
stories.
Yeah.
white people do. Let's take the pretty jewelry.
We take the bits that we like, and then we appropriate those.
So let's wrap it up in a second here. But I want to just real quick. It's a big. It's not a segment of the show, but we do it often whenever we have guests. To ask them if they've ever experienced any ghosts or paranormal activity. I think it's great. I think I don't necessarily believe in that stuff, but I think they make great stories. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything we've talked about so far. But I think it's great.
No.
Is anyone?
No, it's a great segue.
I think I've told.
Meanwhile, you ever fell down a well?
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like the segue was. So this isn't a segue, but let's talk about this. It's like, well, that's I guess
We call that a
segue.
crowbar.
crowbar.
Yeah, right. Good call. Okay.
Because we can start talking about what is and isn't a yaoi all night.
We could
How
argue
about
about
this?
this.
How about this? Yowies are actually spiritual creatures that are in Dreamtime, like ghosts and kind of ancient Dreamtime type stuff.
Guy.
You know. So speaking of ghosts, is what you say.
Can we do the thing I said before?
This has been an anti-segue by Sam.
I've told mine before on your podcast. I think.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, it's not very good. That's why. So
Please tell us
Moving
more.
on.
we can leave that one. But I don't know. Nothing of note.
Are you a ghost right now?
Carly, you ghost?
Are you here? Hello?
I'm here, but no, I'm not a ghost.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen anything either. Every now and then you get someone who gets kind of a thing.
I was impregnated by a ghost during the podcast. So, yeah, I don't know. It was one of yours.
And then it was born and it walked out of its tent
and it ate a dingo.
and we named it that. And then it ate it.
ate a dingo.
And we named it Eating Dingoes.
Call him Dan. Dan the dingo. Dan dingo.
Abalone smiles.
Abalone smiles.
So ghosts. So we're talking about ghosts here as like a final weird little end to the show. Like this is the end thing. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up, I guess.
I wish I had a ghost. I think I do have a ghost thing story, but I can't.
You have a ghost thing.
Shit. I know there's something. You know, in the back of your mind, there's a ghost thing there, a ghost story, but I can't.
There's a lot of stuff when I was really little, but I just account that as being really little. Like I remember one time I saw, like the thing that a curtain hangs off of that like bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like flipped down the hallway one time when I was really little, but like
Flip down it.
Well, just like bing, 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 bing. But like I don't know if someone in another room just threw it, and I was so little I don't know enough
I was
about.
in
I
another
see.
room being like, watch me fuck with this kid. He's going to think this is a ghost on a podcast years from now. Well, I remember watching the movie Critters. And it was great.
No, go on.
End of story. No. And my mom was like, this is a scary movie. You're going to get scared when you watch this. And I was like, no, it's not scary. It's awesome. But when you're a kid, awesome is what it is in the daylight and scary is what it is when the sun goes down.
Right.
And I was laying in bed and I was thinking about it and I started to get kind of scared because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, man, Critters, they're awesome. And they're scary. And then the more I lay there, I was like, yeah, they're pretty scary, but it's all right because they're more awesome than scary. And then just as I almost fell asleep, I looked up and there was this orb on the end of at the end of my bed, the shelf. There was some kind of shape that had never been there before. And I was like, oh. And the longer I looked at this shape, the more I was convincing myself that's a critter. That's a critter. That's a critter. I learned about them 6 hours ago, and now they're real, and they are in my room. So if I stared at it long enough, that it became that, and I was like, ah! And I screamed, and my mom, they ran into the room, was like, what's wrong? I was like, critter. And she's like, no, I told you that's why you're not watching any more scary movies. It's not a critter. It's a Fabergé egg that I put up on the shelf.
Tonight.
That's like and I was like, of all the times, like, okay, well,
And I painted.
this isn't all Critter's fault.
And she's like, I painted fangs on it as well.
I gave
And
it
an
big
evil
red
scowl,
eyes,
yeah.
and giant teeth, like
Also,
your favorite movie, Critters.
Yeah, and then I wrote you a little love message. It was die on your wall
yeah.
in my own blood, just
Aw,
to really.
I love
show
you too,
love
Mom. Die.
I remember I do have a ghost story, sort of, right? So when I was a kid, you got bunk beds, right? Bunk beds. You guys call them bunk beds, like one on top
That's
of
what we
the
got
other.
'em, yep.
Do you same thing? Yeah. When I was
Do the same thing. Yep.
same
No,
thing,
we call
right?
them parallel dream times.
Okay, so parallel dream times, right? When I was on a family vacation when I was like 7 or 8, I was lying in the top bunk, right? Fell asleep, middle of the night, fell out of the bunk.
Oh shit.
And hit the floor, screaming, crying, like just, it was horrendous, right? Everyone rushed in and helped me. We've got this like, there was a desk next to the bed. So by all intents and purposes, my head should have hit that dresser.
And
My auntie comes in, who's a nun, and she says, you were carried down by the hand of God, ghost, right? And he loves you so much that he moved you away from the desk and saved your perfect brain. She didn't
saw
say
that
perfect.
happen?
I added that in as ad lib. But she said that. And I believed it. And I was like, wow, I was carried down. I mean, it fucking hurt when I hit the floor.
Yeah,
so
so
he could have been a bit more
wasn't
gentle.
careful about it.
Yeah. If you're going to go to that much trouble, why not go the whole God?
It's like, I've done my part. Bro.
Yeah. That's when I stopped believing in him. Like, yeah, well, if you're going to do half the job, what's the point? You're either real or not, you prick. You're here or you didn't, that guy walked along the beach and you carried him. There was only one set of footprints. You walked him the whole fucking way. Why don't you carry me all the way down? Still got the bruises. So anyway, if that counts as a ghost story, that's mine. Peace.
Perfect.
I dropped the mic if they weren't on handles.
Call that a ghost story.
Yeah.
So I guess this has been another episode of the Royal Week. We're doing outro. We know what? This is a weird one. We did an intro. We're about to do an outro too.
I like it.
This has been the Royal Week. You guys can find us at royalweecast.com. Let's go around the bend. You guys talk about, we got our man Dave here.
If you like podcasts, as it's called, We Fact Up. It's a little pun.
It's much different than this one. So if you like podcasts, maybe give theirs a listen too.
You want to get smarter.
It's a lot shorter. Ours is very short. That's the other thing. It's like 20, 30 minutes each one. But it's We Fact Up, FACT. It's a little pun because we fuck up a lot. So it's We Fact Up. Go to iTunes or wefactup.com. Check it out. And thanks for having me, guys. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
It's been super fun. What's great about your show is it's a lot like this one.
Yep.
Well, more professional, but you get an answer at the end.
You get an answer. So
Yeah.
So the premise is just, if you've gotten this far listening to me just talk about this, I appreciate it. Basically, people send us questions. You can send us questions like, who invented the high five? Who was Murphy in Murphy's Law? That was a good one. Why do cows eat magnets? That was our latest one.
What?
And we try. Yeah.
Okay, we got to
Right?
end this. You can't spout shit like that.
No,
at the end.
that's questions that we ask, and these all have real answers.
You can get the answers to these, Nate.
You can get the answers to these by going to
Well, you know what I'm going to do as
wefactup.com.
soon as this is over? Figure out why the hell cows eat magnets.
Yep. You could listen to our show. I mean, or you could Google it, but you'll miss out on the fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
So that's it. So yeah, thanks for having me and listen.
We also have our man.
Did you just forget my name again?
Well, you're not Lance.
I'm not Lance. I'm not Nate. I've been called.
Hanging out with you all week.
That's so funny to people
This
listening.
man let us into his home. And you insult
You called me Nate in the car. I was like, you live with Nate.
Something about your face that makes me just forget who you are.
Do you want me to do my plug or not?
Let all that out. Hey, what's up, Luke? Luke
Thank you
also
so
does
much.
a podcast.
Luke Radio Face.
Radio Face.
Man of Many Faces podcast.com.
I'm so sorry.
You've lost it. It's a hot room. Look, we'll give you some leeway. If you like Australian politics, if you like people satirizing Australian politics, check out The Weekly Hour, theweeklyhour.org. I think it's .com as well. I think we've got both. That's fine. We've monopolized the market on that one. Check it out. Me, Thomas, who you know from other episodes of The Royal We, and other people. We're just starting back up again after a short hiatus. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. So, check that one out. We're on iTunes and all of the different podcast guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you so much for
Is there
remembering.
anything you want to plug, Harley?
Say happiness.
Don't say what he's just told you to say. You speak your own mind.
No, I meant to say what's in my heart, right?
Yeah. As long as it's happiness.
No, I don't know. I clearly don't do podcasts ever, so I have nothing to plug.
Say, remember always to make spare time for loneliness.
All right, so this has been another episode of Royal We. We'd like to thank Kishibashi for letting us use his intro off the album 151A. That's intro Pathos.
Pathos off of the album 151.
Yeah, that's what it is. You guys can listen to us. You know what? Send us emails, guys. RoyalWeCast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter @RoyalWeCast. Facebook. Just interact with us, you motherfuckers. Come on. All right.
It's ultimately aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive. It's like I was going to, and now I don't want to.
Nah, I know. I scared them all away.
All right.
Goodbye. I usually always say goodnight to my dad. Good night, Dad.
Roll out.